Lightsaber couplers like these allow you to combine two lightsaber hilts into one, and that gives you kind of a Darth Maul style double-bladed lightsaber. There are a variety of couplers available, and various companies have different styles and different features, but you do need to look at compatibility. So a lightsaber coupler from one company may not be compatible with another company, but there are some cases where the compatibility does overlap. For example, a lot of Ultra Sabers hilts have MHS compatible pommels, and that means you can use different MHS components from the custom saber shop. Similarly, Kyber Light uses a coupler that is, well, they call it a connector, that's compatible with many Saber Forge hilt models. And there are a few examples like this. You really have to do your homework in advance if you're looking for a coupler for your Saber, and if you're purchasing it from a different company from the Saber that you have, you really want to check that out to make sure it'll work out for you. So here are a few examples of couplers. These are two Ultra Sabres couplers. This is their standard coupler for no sound. What's nice about this one is this just totally disappears. So this coupler just connects the sabers together. I'll demo it very quickly. So this is a good coupler for people that, for people that drop couplers, no, for people that don't want it to look like there's any coupler at all. If I can get the threading. And this is going to lead me into my next point pretty quickly. Okay, so you can see that there's just barely a little line in the center where these two sabers are connected. So that's the benefit of a coupler like that. Now you will notice that the buttons do not align with this coupler, and that's pretty common for a variety of couplers. So just consider that when you have a coupler, quite often the buttons will not align. In some cases, there are some couplers that are designed to allow you to align the buttons. Like Ultra Sabres has a flush silver coupler that's adjustable, which is not to be confused with their regular flush silver coupler like this. This is just a standard one. The buttons will not align, but they have a more expensive one that does allow you to align the buttons. So most of these other couplers will have some kind of visual presence with the saber. So this coupler will add some length to your saber and this bit of design in the center. And then these are some custom saber shop couplers. Now this coupler doesn't add too much, but this kind of line in the center is also added to your saber. Finally, these two couplers on the end, well, they're actually called connectors by the custom saber shop. And they are vented, so that means they're good for sound sabers. With sound sabers, you need to have some venting like this to allow the sound to come out of the speakers and the sabers. And some of these types of couplers with the open spaces also make good crystal chambers. So that's another thing you look for with couplers. So couplers can be called a few different things. I like to call them couplers. Sometimes they're called connectors, or in the case of the custom saber shop, they call these extensions because, well, you could use this, say, at the bottom of the saber. You don't need to use it as a coupler, but at any rate, those are just the main things you need to know with couplers. Please add anything additional that you can think of in the comment section, but you have a variety of styles available. You do need sound holes if you have sound sabers, and yeah, some of them are good. Like I do like the Ultra Sabres one that just disappears. That's kind of a nice feature if you want it to look like there's no coupler at all. So anyway, feel free to add your own thoughts in the comment section.